What does it take for someone trained to hide everything to finally let themselves be seen? After the email leak, Henry collapses into Alex's arms on the stairs, facing him, accepting comfort, not hiding his tears. It's a moment of complete vulnerability, and for Henry, it's transformative, because throughout the entire film, every time Henry feels emotionally overwhelmed, his body does the same thing. He creates distance. He looks away, he turns his back, he runs, until Alex teaches him he doesn't have to. Welcome, my nerdy investigators. Today, we're opening the case on the physical language of vulnerability and how one hug changes everything. Let's investigate. Let's go back to the beginning and track exactly how Henry's body language reveals what he's really feeling. When we first meet Henry, he's standoffish, polite, and distant. The picture of a composed royal. But the composure isn't confidence, it's armour. He almost never makes eye contact unless absolutely forced to. The photo op makes this pattern very clear. Not once in the entire scene does Henry look directly at Alex. When he steps out of the car, his gaze is fixed on his cuffs. When Alex is ranting beside him, Henry keeps his eyes straight ahead, locked on the press. During their handshake, he looks directly at the camera, never at the person he's supposed to be posing with. And the moment it's over, he drops Alex's hand and walks away without a glance. It isn't until the cupboard scene in the hospital when we see the first real shift. Alex calls him out for being hurtful, and Henry, who never intended to wound anyone, actually listens. He apologises softly, almost awkwardly, and for the first time, they share proper eye contact, without any of the usual hostility. Alex doesn't make fun of him or twist the moment into something embarrassing. He meets Henry's vulnerability with warmth.
Oh. Well, now I feel like I need to apologize.
You can almost see Henry recalibrating in that instant, realising that being seen doesn't always mean being judged. From that point on, Henry starts allowing himself to look at Alex when they talk. Not always, and not easily, but the wall starts to crack. Eye contact is one thing, but when the emotions get bigger, Henry's instinct is to physically remove himself. At the New Year's Eve party, Henry is relaxed, confident, almost carefree, until he sees Alex kissing someone else. In an instant, all that confidence disappears. His smile fades, shoulders drop, and he turns away. He can't even look. When Alex finds him outside, Henry's body is tight, turned away and defensive. He tries to ask awkwardly and indirectly if Alex could ever feel something for him.
Because it's so hard for a prince to get a date.
People I date don't interest me, and the people who interest me, I can't date.
But he cannot bring himself to say the words. And then, driven by frustration and longing, he kisses Alex.
Oh my God, Henry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Christ, you're as thick as it gets.
In that split second, you can see two versions of Henry collide. The bold man he wants to be, and the terrified boy he's been trained to be. When Alex kisses him back, this fear explodes. He pulls away, turns his back, and runs. It's easier to flee than risk being seen in the aftermath of something so real. The same pattern repeats at the lake house. The scene starts beautifully. They're relaxed, playful, talking about the future. But as Alex starts dreaming aloud about walking through Texas hand in hand, Henry's smile falters.
We could walk through Austin holding hands, and it won't even matter if anyone sees us.
He looks away, sits up, and turns his back. This scene is so hard to watch. The fantasy Alex paints is everything Henry wants, but it's also everything he believes he can't have. He cannot even let Alex finish saying, "I love you."
What I mean to say is, Henry.
The pain of hearing it out loud is too much, so he runs away again. Running is Henry's only coping mechanism. It's the only way he has to regain control and composure. When Alex...
I stormed a castle.
To find him, that composure finally breaks. The argument that follows is messy, emotional, and completely human. Henry shouts and lashes out. All the things he's been swallowing for years come spilling out. And when it's over, he does what he's always done. He turns away. The emotions are too raw, the shame too heavy. He can't stand to be seen crying like this. But Alex doesn't leave. He just cries too. He meets Henry's pain with his own, and it's in this moment everything shifts. For the first time, Henry turns back. He lets Alex see him in all that pain. No jokes, no mask, no retreat. Alex doesn't flinch or mock him. He simply stays. That consistency is what finally allows Henry to believe that being seen doesn't mean being broken. In this small, quiet exchange, Henry starts to rewrite a lifetime of conditioning. He learns that love doesn't demand perfection, it asks for honesty. Henry has learnt the lesson. Now he just needs the chance to prove it. After the email leak, everything they've built is ripped out into the open. The emails, the photos, their most intimate words, all made public. Alex breaks every rule to cross the ocean to be with him, and when he finally gets there, Henry runs straight into his arms. It's desperate, unguarded, and completely unlike him up until this point. He clings to Alex like he's the only solid thing left in the world that's collapsing. As they fall together on the stairs, Henry doesn't turn away. He doesn't compose himself. He faces Alex head on, crying openly, accepting comfort. It's the most honest we've seen him. For a man raised to mask everything, this is revolutionary. It's the first time Henry chooses to face his pain with someone instead of alone, and that's why it feels so powerful. Henry's story is a masterclass of how physical storytelling reflects emotional growth, from refusing to make eye contact, to turning his back on love, to finally running towards it. His body language tells everything we need to know long before he speaks. That hug on the stairs isn't just a reunion after a scandal. It's the culmination of an entire journey. The moment Henry learns that love doesn't have to be perfect or hidden, it just has to be real. Alex doesn't need to fix him. He gives him a mirror, one that shows Henry he's allowed to be both royal and vulnerable, guarded and open, terrified and brave. When Henry lets himself cry in Alex's arms, it's not weakness, it's liberation. The act of facing love instead of fleeing from it. In a story about politics, reputation, and control, this moment stands out because it's quiet, human, and completely unguarded. It's the moment Henry finally stops performing and starts living. What do you think, investigators? Was the stair scene Henry's true turning point, or did his vulnerability start earlier? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your thoughts. If you haven't already, check out my Patreon for early access to videos and extended commentary breakdowns. And if you want more red, white, and royal blue, my analysis on why Alex is both a lover and a fighter is right here. And as always, thanks for watching, and let's see what other secrets we can uncover next time on Nerdy Investigations.